Let's stop here for a second and rewind this. Who was this man waiting for me at the dark end of Langham Road in the middle of the night? I have known Alex for 6 years now. We met at a photography camp in Canada, and now he was the main reason I was able to take this trip in the first place, because he let me sleep on his couch for the whole stay. He was also responsible for 90% of the hangovers of the following 5 days, and probably has the weirdest collection of coffee cups in all of London. I spent the first morning editing and uploading the previous video on this channel and welcoming this furry visitor. Afterwards, I only packed my X100 and my pens and notebooks and started strolling along Langham Road, trying to get into taking photographs again. It had been a long while since the last time I was just walking around with a camera, taking pictures just for the fun and memories of it. I decided to edit a lot of these little slideshows into this vlog, showing you a glimpse of every part of this trip I caught on my little Fujis. I took the tube, got off at Regent Park, and just walked around there for a bit. This first day would be a slow one, no appointments or sessions before later in the evening. I spent the day in bookstores and pubs, reading, but mostly writing. I was in London for 5 days and I almost filled a complete notebook there, sitting in cafes with my pen, sometimes on a bench waiting for the bus, sometimes drunk in the corner of a club at midnight, but most often in one of these beautiful pubs. In the evening, I finally met Nilaya. She's a musician and model from Germany. We have been working together for almost 10 years now and have created a lot of memorable photographs together. She had been inviting me to Camden since she moved there some years ago. I really don't know why I never followed her invitation, because this place turned out to have a magical energy about it. Pubs, record stores, live music venues, and half of the people dress and live like lodgers at the Chelsea Hotel. I wanted to photograph every person Nilaya introduced me to, and in a way, I did. One of Nilaya's jobs there is marketing Camden live rock music events at the Dublin Castle. That night, there were 4 bands on stage, with a wonderful after party later on. I tried to catch a bit of the vibe with my X100 and its built-in flash there. The bands I liked the most this evening was a band called Tiger and another band called Easy On. The next morning I hopped on a bus, trying to ignore my first severe Camden hangover. I drove about an hour to a completely different part of London, where I got some breakfast and then spent the day with the Italian model Angela, who's an expert in Brazilian music and makes excellent coffee. She also got me addicted to an Italian chocolate called Bacci.
quando eu olho nos olhos, é tudo bem diferente. A boca fala mais.
In the afternoon, I went back to Camden, soaking in a little more of the atmosphere, trying out more pubs before meeting with Nilaya, her man Henry, and my friend Alex again.
Explicada por gente, não parece nem pouco com que a gente sente. Se foi uma ilusão, porque some o chão. Foi sonho que morreu. Se o que acabou nunca existiu, de onde vem a dor? Quando o sol se
We started the night at the Blues Kitchen, but after a little Camden odyssey, ultimately ended up at the Good Mixer. Disclaimer. The following photographs display the outcome of me mixing beer and tequila and losing all fear of getting punched in the face by drunk Brits. On the next day, I photographed a session of Nilaya's band Coyote Bluff at Westbourne Rehearsal Studios. I used my X100V and my X Pro 3 here, but I also tried the Stardust filter by Prism Lens FX on a lot of these. Afterwards, we went back to Nilaya's and Henry's place for some more band photos. The three will have their first concert together next month and needed some promo shots. We were able to access the rooftop of the building for some of the photos too.
I think I was back when it was COVID. But I think it's just open again.
After the sun had set, I quickly returned to Langham Road to take a shower and pick up Alex again for the next night of old rock music and wonderful people. This time we met with everybody at an event called Heavy Load, a 60s-70s music party by a wonderful older couple somewhere at London's Old Centre. Once again, I mixed a lot of drinks with my X100. I slept until early afternoon the next day before going back to Camden to meet Tally. You might remember her from the beginning of this video. She's the lead singer of the band Tiger that was kind of my favorite on the first evening here. Tally is also a very talented photographer. Go check out her work. We spent the day at record stores and pubs taking a few pictures and talking about photography. On my last evening, Alex and I just ordered some Indian food and watched an old Cameron Crowe movie. One of the greatest things that would happen on this trip was scheduled for the last morning, just a few hours before my flight back to Berlin. Nilaya and me were allowed to do a session at Jimi Hendrix's original apartment in the city of London. Hendrix lived here for a short period of time, from 1968 to 1969. You can visit this apartment. It's called the Hendrix and Handel House. The classic musician Georg Friedrich Händel was living in this house, just an apartment beneath the apartment of Jimi Hendrix.
The last call for alcohol has come and gone. Hey buddy, time to go home. Sounds like a messed up plan. It's just the thought of you that's more than I can take. I guess I'm heart's what made to break. quiet. I hear the neon signs and the street lights buzz. The lovers, the one night stands, and the ones who buy it have all put to rest. One more day's fuss.